Today I'm going to be installing a relief valve. I installed this water heater not that long ago. Been so busy I haven't had any time to put the relief valve on it yet, so I just got back here to do it. So some of the things you're going to need to do a relief valve, which is very needed on any boiler, pressurized like device like a water heater, you're going to need some kind of pipe. I'm going to use copper. You're going to need, if you're going to use copper, you're going to need a connector, a male pipe adapter that's 3/4. Because I'm using copper, I'm also going to need flux. I'm going to need a cleaning brush. I'm also going to need a piece of sandcloth to clean up the copper, and some kind of gas to solder with. I'm going to use propane. I don't use propane often. This is how I learned to solder. Well, I learned with acetylene in school. I did acetylene a little bit, but my second job, they gave us these propane tanks. They gave us MAP gas. We did mostly soldering on all air conditioning units until we were doing 410 soldering for a little while, and then we were told by all the manufacturers to switch to brazing. You're also going to need something to cut the copper with. You don't need this tool exactly. Any kind of copper cutter works, so you can cut it to size. You're also going to need some thread sealer and some kind of wrench just to tighten the relief once you have it installed. So let's get started. This is going to be in the way of this bucket. I'll still be able to get a bucket underneath the drain, so that'll be fine. Here's my relief valve that I need to connect to. So what I need to do is run a pipe from here almost 6 inches off the ground. So this I'm going to just put in here by hand really quickly, just to see roughly about how long of a pipe I will need. From here to the floor, we have about 42.5. So 36.5 gives us about 6 off the floor. Even if we go 36 in total, we'll be okay. So we need to cut the pipe. Working spaces. I'm just seeming to toss stuff. 36. This side seems cleaner, so I'd rather be working off that side, less cleaning, than the other side. So we need right about here. And that's where I'm going to cut to give me the right height off the floor. So we got our pipe. Now we're going to take a piece of sandcloth. Got to clean up the pipe. I'm not going to lie, this isn't as crucial as a water line because there's nothing going to be in it. You're never going to have anything in here. Let's remove this. Clean it with a brush real fast. You always want clean surfaces, nothing in the way. Of the solder bonding. Even though, like I said, this is a relief valve, it's not as crucial, but you also don't want it letting go if the relief opens up. You don't have to do the outside. Could be considered an overkill. I just like to I'm even going to just hit the threads up real fast like this. Make it easier to put it in if they're clean. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take the flux and apply a little bit. You don't need a lot of flux, just a little bit of flux on the pipe. The flux, what it's going to do is as you heat flux, it's going to pull the solder into the fitting. So we slide this onto the pipe. We only have a little bit of flux around the outside. And I dropped this. And that's one thing I dropped the solder you're going to need to. Or else you're not going to be able to get this done. I haven't used this thing in years. I'm used to using something a lot stronger, acetylene. It gives you a hotter burn. But I wanted to play with this. I haven't, like I said, I haven't used it who knows how many years. But I do on occasion use it, so see if it works. This we're going to heat the copper up until you see the flux bubble a little bit. Okay. Still not hot enough, so there we go. And the solder will just run right around. Pretty much all we need. And the heat should pull solder to it. I see there's solder in here already, so. Gonna have to let it cool. Could always take a wet rag, wipe it real fast, which I'm gonna go grab a rag. So now, the wet rag, I'm just gonna clean it up. And let's see what the results look like. Solder is filled in all around the pipe. Not my best joint, but not my worst. No competition. Only thing it's about is getting it done. So don't worry. We don't want solder running everywhere, but if you don't solder often, don't worry about it. You just, like you could see in here, you just want your solder to fill in your pipe. You don't want to like have it like running down. If you could prevent it, sometimes it happens, sometimes it runs. But if you could prevent it, you want to try to always prevent runny solder. Now that we got that done, there's not much left here. We're gonna take some pipe dope. Now, is it needed, is it not? That's up for everybody to decide. I'm really not sure. I just throw it on. Because here's the thing. This relief valve hopefully never, ever opens. If it does, it means you got a problem. You don't want this thing to be opening. Yeah, that's good. I got it inside the threads. Now we're going to have to thread it into our relief valve. Alright. How tight it goes is on you. Like I said, this should never hopefully open, but you also don't want it where it's going to fall off. That should be good, because as it pops, the water is going to go down and fire at the floor. And so most of the water will go into this pan. It's how I set it up initially, but I also stopped the pan from getting in the way of my boiler because I got to make sure that I can get a bucket under here for draining purposes. Because you always got to be able to drain down your boiler. I prefer once a week. Some people say you shouldn't drain it all the way, but you want to know something? I've been draining this boiler here I've been coming by, well, when I was growing up, I grew up with this boiler, and I was draining it every week. I would drain it all the way and refill it. And this thing's still going, running strong. And I like this here because what this does is it gives it a little cushion so nobody gets caught on that. Does nothing else. But people get caught on this and pull on it by accident as they come through. It's only me coming through anyway. But still, I don't really want, say my mom comes in the room and does something because this is her space. And I don't want her. That's that. Yeah, I have no idea what it's from. Nothing's dripping. Now maybe when I move the bucket before I see, who knows. But there's the boiler. This thing's about to cycle off any second. Sight glass looks like I gotta clean up the gasket here. It looks like sometimes it leaks. I'm gonna change that valve. This valve was existing. This valve used to be over here. I put it over there. The boiler's off on pressure. All right, so it's going off around 2. Then it'll come back on about half. Spoiler is doing all it could do. Pretty much done with the water heater. Yeah, I don't like how this thing looks. Ah, no, I gotta scrape that off. Okay, I'm gonna come back, scrape that off. I mean, look, how many times did they put the sticker on? They put that sticker onto this sticker. Well, guys, thanks for joining me on this little adventure. This is going to be coming up soon, this adventure, because I still have to maintain and service this. Till next time, I'm out.